In this video, we'll learn to multiply a polynomial by a monomial. Remember that a monomial is a polynomial with a single term, like we have here in part A. This negative 8z is a monomial, and we're multiplying it by z minus 6, which is a polynomial. In order to do that, what we're going to do is distribute. So we need to distribute the negative 8z and multiply it by each of the terms inside of parentheses. Negative 8z multiplied by z will give us negative 8z times z, which is z squared. And then we have negative 8z multiplied by negative 6. Negative 8 times negative 6 is going to be positive 48, and then we're left with the z. In part B, we're going to distribute 7x squared to each term in the parentheses. When we take 7x squared multiplied by 3x to the fourth, we multiply 3 times 7, that gives us 21, and then x squared times x to the fourth. Since we have the same base, we can add the exponents and we'll get x to the sixth. Now we're going to multiply 7x squared by negative 2x cubed. Again, take negative 2 times 7, that will give you negative 14. And then x squared times x cubed is going to give us x to the fifth because we add the exponents. Let's do a self-check. Pause the video and work this one out on your own first. Here we're supposed to multiply and simplify. We have 2/5 q squared, and that's supposed to be distributed to the polynomial inside the parentheses. So what we'll do is distribute to each of the terms inside the parentheses and multiply. When we take 2/5 q squared and multiply that by 10, we're going to have 2/5 times 10 q squared. And then we're going to take 2/5 q squared times negative q. We have a positive times a negative, so we'll end up with negative 2/5, and then q squared times q gives us q to the third power. Finally, we have 2/5 q squared times 3/4 q squared. So let's take our 2/5 and our 3/4 and multiply those together, and then we have q squared times q squared. That's going to give us q to the fourth power. Remember that when we have the same base, we add the exponents. Now let's start to simplify. 2/5 times 10 could be written as 2 times 10 over 5 q squared. The second term is already simplified, so we'll leave it as 2/5 q cubed. For the third term, we'll have 2 times 3 over 5 times 4 q to the fourth power. Now we can simplify some of these fractions. 10 over 5 is just 2 over 1. And then over here we have 2 over 4 would just be 1/2. And so when we go back through this the last time, we'll have 2 times 2 over 1. That's just 4q squared. Then we have minus 2/5 q cubed. And then on the last term, we have 1 times 3, which is 3, over 5 times 2, which is 10, q to the fourth.